From Winnie Englandville studio, good morning and welcome to other edition of the program Good Morning Salone for this week, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today na Thursday, April 25, 2019. We will bring this edition of the program come to you. Good Morning Salone, me na Musa S. Kamara.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Inside this edition of the program Good Morning Salone, according to the Deputy Line Manager for Fraud Syndicates and the Criminal Investigation Department, CID, ASP Martin Collier, CID gets about 96 million loans and other documents them that in custody rights now where is sitting fair na one Rolling Points Network Company office. Inside one raid where they and the Bank of Salone do this BNTM. One High Court judge, Justice Reginald Finn, don't sentence the first-time Deputy Minister of Works, Housing and Infrastructure, Abdul Bari, for go 3-year jail or he pay 250 million loans fine because the court found guilty say he been give contract to one company where in West Gate. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to two woman boxer them. We go for take part in the first independent box fest competition where the Salone Boxing Association go all na Freetong Friday, April 26.
Well, this and plenty other story them na the program plus wakabout all day inside the program for you. Members say you they listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl courtesy of Osiwa and powered by Africell. The program na Good Morning Salone. You can same way so be part of the program by way can send you text message on the number 0779819819. 0779819819 are the number for send you text message and be part of the program Good Morning Salone.
The first issue we will look at in the program this morning, today na World Malaria Day. And World Malaria Day every year, different countries them can come together for memberam. Also the theme for this year, when na today April 25, na Zero Malaria Starts With Me. You get one body, go hospital one time. As way for create awareness, but this sick and how for control them, so that then go reduce the one them we can die from them. Dr. Samuel Joanna Smith, na the Director for Disease Prevention and Control at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. He say according to statistics for 2018, na over 1,000 people don't die from malaria sick in the country. He talk more about this to Princess Pierce.
25th of April 2019 at the World Malaria Day, a time where Sierra Leone joined the global family for me to commemorate the global efforts to control and eliminate malaria. And this day, since 2018, the global community they come together for commemorate World Malaria Day. And I do they established really for all we highlight the need for we continued investment and sustained political commitment for malaria prevention and control. So on a day basically we will commemorate for three important reasons. We will come together for celebrate with successes. We will also come together for remind us of the challenges we remain. And above all, we will unite with all partners around the common goal, accelerating the pace of progress in the malaria fight.
In terms of the prevention and control of malaria, over the years, how far na don't go this fight?
Malaria, of course, na one of the main causes of deaths and illness in Sierra Leone, and especially among the children under 5 years. And so, na a public health concern. So, and around respiratory disease, we fight in Sierra Leone. So, basically, with our partners, we try to ensure that we set goals and targets we set in the strategic plan of the malaria control. And so, basically, progress is being made. We don't actually slash down the malaria incidents and deaths over the years, and also the malaria prevalence. If we do a sample of 10 children in Sierra Leone currently, 4 of them will get a parasite. So basically the malaria prevalence stands nationally at 40%. But however, with the further disaggregate, we now see some districts like Putloko get one of the highest malaria prevalence in Sierra Leone. Of course, Western area urban get the least one at 6%. Generally the prevalence in Sierra Leone stand at 40%. And one for sure, we will slash it down to 10%, or we will start to move towards what we call pre-elimination.
Malaria na one thing where they affects belly woman and picking them with the under 5, and we mostly don't die from the malaria sick. So waiting at the statistics of malaria deaths so far in the country.
Sierra Leone, basically, as I earlier mentioned, malaria remains one of the prime causes of death among children are the biggest cause of medical consultation and hospitalization. So according to the Health Information Management System, we track the deaths with the health facilities and hospitals they generate. They send on a monthly basis, they do the annual analysis. So basically from 2016 to 2018, we don't see drastic reduction in the malaria deaths. So for 2018, as reported, according to the Health Management Information System, now 1,869 people then die of malaria in Sierra Leone. Compared to 2016, we don't really drastically reduce them, because in 2016 the reported deaths was 4,872. So that's drastic reduction, but the task is yet unfinished. One for ensure we will get 0 deaths due to malaria. And we really encourage people then for do what we call the prompt treatment. That is, if all heal within 24 hours, especially beginning below 5 years, therefore seek care. Now the hospitals or clinics then nationwide, now the villages then, of course also where community health workers, they will also administer the anti-malaria drugs.
We already know say vaccine do already there for the malaria treatment. So like it don't already reach na Salone.
We've got current vaccines then in country globally where they use, but they actually they ensure so they prevent disease them with virus related or bacteria related. But the first one we don't ever come out with or attack parasites like mosquito. Now we hope say at the end of the whole day we will come up with a viable one. We will be recommended. We will save for the people. We will save for the picking. They already give that, because a lot of key deliverables they already monitor along the line. So we hope that this new tool can add or use the bedness follow we help for slash down this death, and of course attain we global targets. So by 2030 we for ensure say we reduce malaria by 90% from our baseline we'll get in 2015.
We know say the fight against malaria treatment, we don't do it for a long time now. So how we get for ensure say communities them take ownership of malaria prevention and care?
Community ownership is very vital in any public health interventions, including malaria fight. And so we know they work without the community. And malaria, of course, believe in partnership. That's why we get a very robust malaria partnership from at all levels, starting from national to the further down to the district level. Every level they actually involve the community. Even the community of this malaria, they do at national level, but also they escalate them at district level.
That's now Dr. Samuel Joanna Smith, we are the Director for Disease Prevention and Control at the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. We did talk on that interview with Princess Piers for Sika World Malaria Day, we are today April 25.
Well, still inside World Malaria Day celebration, Gud Salone we don't they do different diagnostic tests, them don't confirm say, then they do 50% discount malaria test for all man inside Salone for Sika World Malaria Day. Thomas Jongo P, now the Business Development Officer for Gud. He talked more to Michael Sambula inside this interview.
Well, Gud, we serve as we just say World Malaria Day. Now we no go on left behind for render service for CC, at least we eradicate malaria na we young country. Gud decides say we they make a 50% discount of all malaria tests on that very day. Then at the 25th on tomorrow, 50% discount that everybody who they can do malaria test. Then we'll go further. We'll talk say okay. The first 100 picking where they come, we they supply them mosquito nets, and at the same time, we they give them what we call a healthy snack. And that's healthy snack, if you can go for that, we talk about like giving them apple or like a chocolate for the first 100 picking where they come for candle test.
We'll take as the 50% discount. Initially, like almost all people pay for malaria.
The normal payment is 35,000 for the test where they can do. Then if we decide say, then we look at the 50% discount, go be something like 17,500 loans where and everybody will pay we can do test tomorrow when World Malaria Day.
Time duration day within this offer when I look at?
When throughout the day, because we work at 7:30 and we close at 4:30. So within that hour there, any hour you come, the promotion day on throughout the day.
So after this, which one are you look forward towards?
Well, we look forward say at least people them go go continuously for the undertake malaria test so that at least they go know their health status and know say indeed malaria na a sickness so they kill, they go fight them, because when you do your test continually they go know say yes you get malaria and know the medication you go take.
The route which malaria the rampant now in the country, this 50% reduction and the World Malaria Day, who's do you think say it go bring?
Well, it will really make at least all we know say been doing this reduction in World Malaria Day. Now a day with the way we see say the entire world they look at it for to fight malaria, because malaria they kill at rampant state. So being you take at that reduction when a 50% reduction, then you go for go further say yes indeed this make use of this chance and know the status of malaria, because unless you able know your status, then you will get the right medication we go able for take for fight this malaria.
Apart from the health, the World Malaria Day, now the only health packages we recommend the key.
Well, we get other packages that most normally work in GI, like we say well-man package, who they give, and also well-man package. There's also they give for the one they can do test like on cancers, like for go to mammogram. So all these are packages we recommend the give.
So in terms of like every day, well, when a day of health occur, when they celebrate or commemorate any day we get for those health issues, they make that test free.
Yeah, we they make tests. Some are not free, but some now to go for make a percentage reduction, because forget a healthy life. Then you know say we get one other joke always talk say certain things we are free. We black man them we not key honoram. But like if you see if the prices are also exorbitant for medpos on take that health status, we make a reduction into the package and bring a package. We make a reduction. We will make at least people that will know say yes indeed. Eco make they render a healthy service to the community.
So it's standard the test.
It is well standard and one of in kind. We equipment then are one of the kind in the country. As of now, we know other health facilities and day, but the equipment will get. Believe me, you go any elsewhere in the country for now. Now EcoMed get the standard test machine than at the country.
That's now Thomas Jongo P, Business Development Officer for EcoMed Salone. They talk to Michael Sambula for Seka the 50% discount test we then say they do for Seka the World Malaria Day. The program na Good Morning Salone we come to you from 98.1 FM.
Musa today na World Malaria Day. You go for go do the test?
Yes, I go do me test, make I know my status, because malaria now one thing we don't bug the health or one of the major health issues na salon from history.
Well, me pass me don't do me test.
After still I go do me anyway.
The program is still listening to now Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And as we tell you earlier na the headline, today na the program, we get for talk to two woman boxer them. We get for take part in the first independent box fest competition where the Salon Boxing Association go all na Freetown tomorrow Friday, April 26. When at the studio this morning, I want for welcome Didra Chestnut, we na lightweight boxer and a Sierra Leonean Canadian born. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning.
And we also get at the studio this morning Alhaji Komba, we na the Secretary General for the Salon Boxing Association. Now then they organize this competition. They have for give updates on how far they don't go. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning.
We also they expect one other female boxer. We go get another program and we're going to introduce Antona when it come in. Let's just start with Komba because now then they organize the boxing competition. Then we go for can talk to the participants and later in the program. Komba, firstly, why on decide for title this as the first independent box fest competition?
I think we are a national federation named Sierra Leone Boxing Association. As an association, even though we do things in the name of boxing, but we feel say we civic right and patriotic responsibility for contribute to national development or nation building, because we responsibility even for tap talents them at a very young stage, develop them for be boxers we go be self-sufficient. That alone in itself now a drive towards nation building. And we have one for contribute to the 58th independence anniversary of the country. And by that, we feel that we get a special present or a package for the country where we begin write history for female boxing back now Sierra Leone and also boxing in general. boxing na one sport, of course, we loved by many globally, and the home of boxing, Las Vegas, for example, na USA. Whenever we they get world boxers, the box, it can always, sorry, coincide with odd timing for we na salon. Waking they then 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. You they see people and they get sleepless night. They go to cinemas for watch them. So we feel say them people and they deserve more. For those have begin develop the boxers, then they will go reach the heights they one day. And when we take office in 2017, we responsibility now for organized competition. And we feel say if we don't organize a competition in 2018 at national level, we won't forget more success story where they come in the name of boxing for every year where they follow than the preceding years.
For over 40 years, the Boxing Association went into existence in Salone, and on administration take up office in 2017. Today we they primarily they look at the female boxer them from Unayon administration team 2017 to now. How the female boxer in Salone don't they perform? We get encouraging number.
We don't get encouraging number, and I will be unfair to the nation if I present any good thing about female boxing, honestly, because now it's challenging and something. One, boxing in itself now a gladiator sport, yeah, and there is this perception where we mommy and we daddy then get back home that somebody where they go into boxing when a woman you get for time like woman then get for punch you damage your face so people can run away, especially the female boxers. It takes people extra passion and love, especially the woman them, for let them come close to boxing. At least you get aboard in your scope of thinking about waiting boxing, they're about beyond the normal thing where people then just they watch. Of course, at global level, now one of the richest one of the richest and sporting discipline, one of the richest athletes in the world generally. Floyd Mayweather is a boxer. You know, but because we find ourselves in this kind of community, people in the fields in a bad thing. However, we don't get female boxers in the past. Like one of the person where we go celebrate, we make us say this particular event meant for celebrate female boxing and for begin write a new history for female boxing. Now Zainab Keita. Zainab been done there around boxing for almost a decade now. Don't they do things at some point because people not been there for compete against another female category. It almost be done the spar with and male athletes them, and they also done the represent we now the sub region in other countries them na Africa. So we feel say a moment like this, we self don't go tap Didra. We don't voluntarily say it can render in service to a motherland. I think we need to celebrate this moment as an association because now a rejuvenation of female boxing and boxing generally.
Away from female boxing, don't look at boxing in general. When I don't be in office for about 2 years now, how you can describe the boxing na Salone as a whole?
I think for the past 2 years, I don't want to grade myself, but from this studio and other media institutions in this country, if they go grade I believe so they will give you an excellent mark. Because we took office in 2017, as you rightly say. As we took office, the first responsibility now from prepare athletes them for the Commonwealth Games in Australia, of which the executive do very well with supervision from the National Olympic Committee and the Ministry of Sports and National Sports Council. And we get a thorough representation. We shall go with 2 athletes and 1 coach. After the fight, they'll be able to get 2-year scholarship, where now they do then trade in Australia, hoping to return home. And by August, then they get a fight. From there, we come home and realize, say, we get an aging generation of referees and judges. People and we don't dedicate their service to this country and to boxing. We feel say we need for prepare another set of generation for filling that gap if then they go out after that dedication to the country. We've been trained with a local expert, referees and judges in this country, where we don't prepare them, we don't and for officiate with local competition. From there in 2018, we also succeed to organize the Punch Night Boxing Championship. And from that platform where we get, now we don't raise the bar for come with international boxing competition where we feel it's a blessing to this country
come
now.
to the boxing competition proper. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Alaji come back. Continue for the week inside the program. The program na Good Morning Salone, and we still get the participants inside the program.
Earlier we tell you now we be the expect Zainab Keita. He don't come at the studio this morning. In the other competitor, na the first independent box first competition. We go for bit tomorrow and after. Good morning, welcome to the program, Zainab.
Good morning.
I will come over to you again, Zainab. I just come over to Didra Chestnut. We insef na a lightweight boxer. He in a salon right now. He is Sierra Leonean Canadian born, and he gets 11 years experience in boxing and a business management student as well. Good morning again. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
With 11 years experience in the boxing field, you look young and you're also a business management student. What inspired you to get into boxing?
I actually started as a football player, and on my off season I would box. So my father was a boxer. I was always around the sport from a baby, basically born into the sport. So it was inevitable that eventually I would start. I have a competitive spirit, so if I think I can succeed in something or do well, I'm definitely going to take the challenge and attempt it. So I guess that's how I really started to get the ball rolling in the sport.
So how has it been the past 11 years you've been a boxer, a female for that matter?
You know what? Boxing is something that builds character. It's definitely something that's a part of me. So I don't think I would be the person I was today if I wasn't boxing. I've learned so much both inside and outside of the ring through the sport, around the world, not just about myself, but about other cultures, other countries. I've been able to travel. So, it's definitely been a very big influence on how I am today.
How do you describe boxing, especially for female that are in the competition, compared to other disciplines? How do you describe it?
There is no other sport like boxing. I think it's something where you are responsible for absolutely everything. At the end of the day, you're the only one that's in the ring. So for myself, it's very empowering, especially for women. A sport that's recognized as a male sport, and to be a woman and to lead and be successful and to contend at the same level as a male is very empowering, very motivating.
So have you participated in any major competitions in your 11 years of boxing?
Yes, many. So in Canada, I was 4-time national champion. As we speak right now, they're holding their Canadian national championships. I chose to be out here and do some boxing out here and change the direction in my career. So I'm doing that now. So I've won four national titles in Canada. I was ranked #1 for about 6-7 years there. And then internationally, I've competed in Puerto Rico, Bulgaria, Portugal. I just came back from Portugal. I was in Mexico just before I was in Portugal. So I've competed a lot internationally as well. In my career, I've won 14 tournament championships.
So with all these success, why did you decide to come to Sierra Leone? Because we've seen a situation wherein when athletes leave Sierra Leone, they will not come again to participate because they are looking at the facilities, they are looking at the opportunities. We have a lot of opportunities out there. Then you've decided to come to Sierra Leone. What's the rationale?
I just want to make sure people understand that boxing is not a luxury sport. It's not soccer, it's not tennis, it's not golf. So my expectation of a facility is absolutely nothing. I have no expectations. As a matter of fact, when I was preparing, there's a point where I didn't have a gym, so I would be training in my basement. So with boxing, if you want to succeed, you want to be successful, you'll do what you need to do in that preparation, and a facility is nothing but an excuse as far as whether it means anything.
Okay, continue to be with us in the program.
Thank you.
In him, Didra Chestnut, lightweight boxer, Sierra Leonean Canadian born. We get 11 years experience in boxing. He come for participate inside the Box Fest competition where the Salone Boxing Association organize. We also get the other participants in the program or competitor, Zainab Keita. Good morning and welcome again.
Good morning.
Okay, Zainab Keita, you don't represent Salone in boxing. What's your experience in the boxing field so far?
Yeah, I don't represent Salone, but na African. I don't go Liberia and Guinea and Gambia. I don't go fet. So I been the fet we not been boku na the gym when a female. So they not been they give you no encouragement na the gym day. So from there now we stop. We stop for kind of the gym day. So we this lady don't call for come fet with me. So combat right for go find me for count me back na the ring. Now tell her say he asked me if I ready for fet and I say yes. Because now sport will be leg and I be one be somebody na salon for boxing.
How long you done the fet?
I don't box now from 2006.
Why you decide for coming to boxing? You not go
So-
do any other thing.
So I been get me mama way na her name Sarah Johnson. We now I been the see what in the fet at Mautan where they can't train utan. So from there now join and for small I be like fet.
So what's in the major competitions then we don't participate in as boxer?
I don't. My first fet na Liberia where I go fet, so I do great. So we go Gambia back, I do great. From there Guinea back, I do great. Before I be as a lawyer.
What did they keep you going? Being that Kombabi earlier don't say we not get better female boxer them na salon at all, but you still there into them. What did they keep you going?
Me, I be like the game, but they not been they give you no encouragement at the gym day. Because anything way would they train with the man where they say travel or for take part and man they normally they so they need to for so I make we be relaxed small. Some of who because we in boku or some of who be female and I make them go.
So despite them challenging you, they enjoy being a boxer.
Yeah, because I like the game.
You get any person where like apart from your mama we they talk about internationally we they admire where you want sound like we make you continue for do the game?
Yes. I dey admire somebody but when a man.
Who
Why
done the
man?
person?
I man pack you.
May pack you dad man.
Mm-hmm.
Which category of boxing you did do?
64 kilo.
Okay, 64 kilo.
All
So-
right.
You don't dey inside the boxing na salon. What do you think say na the major things them with them for puts in place for like boxing be like other sporting disciplines them?
So me I dey tell you people for try because some female when they see me while they train they admire me for camp but they know they get chance for camp because they know they get no courage in the gym there. So I dey tell and say for let them begin grow and how to company for let them encourage we for like draw with your own company. And if you in case we don't left we get other people who will dey train now for take your own part.
Alright, continue for the with me na the program. In name na Zainab Keita. In a one pan the people and we go for compete na the first independent box fest competition we go for be tomorrow. Well, we go for get more information about outside the be and how on ourselves within our house we get for watch the beautiful ladies them we're gonna do them thing tomorrow as na part of the Independence Day celebration. Well, the program Good Morning Salone they continue. Let me just quickly take this break and can continue the program.
Salone Commercial Bank don't come with new banking products them for make life easy. With Million Online Bank and Million Mobile app, you can able for use Salone Link money transfer for send money to anybody elect you not get bank account. Transfer or receive money na the same bank or any other bank. Transfer money to person or office elect you not get the account number. Buy Ed Salite, pay other bill them, and now get advanced salary. You no need for worry again but almost money they na you earn. Because you can able for pay for things the way you buy in a supermarket and other shop them with the quick response code payment. Yagbadon done for we boss man them. With Beyond Online Direct, you can upload salary, pay all you supplier them, sell forex to Salone Commercial Bank, and watch your account anytime. If you need the app, download them from Google Play Store or any Apple Store or go na Salone Commercial Bank website www.slcb.com. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
The program na Good Morning Salone, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We they continue the program and look at more issues inside the program. This BNTM workman them na the Bank of Salone and the Criminal Investigation Department CID. Bingo do one raid na the Rolling Point Network Company them office na 3B Lamina Sanko Street inside Freetown. After we them been get intelligence say this company they do illegal money transaction at the country. And according to the Deputy Line Manager for Fraud Syndicates na the Criminal Investigations Department CID headquarters, ASP Martin Collier, confirm say police get na den custody but 96 million loans and other documents them where them meet na the company, their office where then they use for help them, where they use now for help them with investigation for sake of this case. Elizabeth Campbell look inside this issue and gonna reports.
Plenty people don't raise concern but some institution them where don't they do money transaction at the country, like the one them we can ask people for buy property na then complain. The one them we can ask people for give some amount of copper and promise for give them interest every month or week. And plenty other institutions safe then at the country where they do money business where people they get concerned about. And one parent company now the Rolling Point company where this BNTM, the Bank of Salone and the CID been go do one raid after we then get intelligence say this company they do money transaction at the country where it say they not get the right for do.
By law, wait, before you do business now, before you even engage in say you want open bank or do anything dealing with financial transaction, you get for go register. Then you come to us. Where you come, we get for do what we call a fit and proper test. For let you know say you're a person of good character, you're not a shady businessman who go take people money you run on it. They not do that. Then go register, then lie about waiting and come for do now. We don't know anything about them until these concerned students can report. Say then suspicious of them people then where they hire them because then they take money from people then want to know if we license them.
Voice of the bank governor, Kelfala Kalon, where they explain how they get the information, but the Rolling Point Network company their operation. The bank governor, Kelfala Kalon, carry on for explain about the kind business where this company be registered for Kanduna the country.
Let's look at Rolling Point Network Limited. Where they register them company now. Then they can mine for iron ore, gold, purify gold, export and process and this that. But waiting until you say then they do not tell the master registrar. If you know say bank then they give like 2% or less than 5% interest over a whole year. Somebody can tell you say they give you 20% interest in 2 weeks. You forget you come on sense about you and investigate.
The point now that the people then we don't put the money inside this business.
Yeah.
How the central bank will help them forget the money?
The central bank not able to help person get money. The law in this country say anybody where you want to take deposits, engage in any financial transaction in this country, first you get a certification permission from the Bank of Australia. If this thing don't begin to happen, people then begin lost their money, then they will begin think that the entire financial system is like that. They start going over to the banks for pool money, then we have a real crisis. Not to Salone no more. If they're telling you that then they operate in other countries, they are frauds.
From the bank governor, I've been going to the CID and talk to the deputy line manager, now the fraud syndicates na CID headquarters, ASP Martin Collier, we explain about the thing them where they get na den custody, the time where they go do the arrest, as he say na one Nigerian man can open 2 companies them na the country.
We got information that say one the CEO we na a Nigerian by national but he reside in South Africa. He can open then 2 companies here at Salone. We employed the Salone brothers to let them work on their behalf. Interested Salonians will go put money and within 10 working days therefore receive a profit 20%. You go na the Rolling Point Network Limited number 3B Lamina Sanko Street, Freetown, were able to retrieve with a search warrant in company with staff of Bank of Salone. They were able to retrieve the sum of 96,500,000 loans, the membership forms, receipt books, ledger containing names of customers, note counting machines, certificate of license, membership certificates, certificate of TIN registrations, certificate of registration and incorporation.
ASP Martin Collier say plenty customer them will be they do business with this company can go na the CID with their receipts every day. The people them wey been put their money in this business say them been decide for put their money on this business because they feel say na genuine business.
Picking and come the market to the job of rolling point, and so we see how interesting people them don't do the investment. We back, we see them. We see and see the business they go on fine, business real. Then they start with 250,000 and above. Where you go, you get in 10 working days. You come back, then give you profit. Then with the money you invest.
For example, if you put that 250, the money they give you as profit.
20% of any money you go with. Okay. Like I go with 5 million, so 1 million, I mean they get. We go that 5 million.
We can invest with money. 2 days follow can collect. Now they say CID, Bank of Salone, they can all them people there also. Me own money I invest in this business on 10 million.
Now for sake of this, make them people here call on government where they say this company be old and couple where they invest na the business where they do.
Bank of Salone is decided if now we are interested one sick in a 1 week don't go save them say not to join you team. People they not run away. Why they not make the people that pay with money instead they all on to with money. Me own money I invest in this business on 10 million. Let them give you with money.
We go na bank tell we say the people are fraud. How we go get money? Because we can imagine. Remember the day when the thing happen, the manager money. We want give them people that the money, then we gonna get case. Now they say no, you go with all the money. So from when they go take to.
Inside Ion talk for sake of them concern ya, where the people them don't raise. The manager for the Rolling Points Network Limited, Mohamed Jane, say then take all the license documents them for do the operation at the country. But say the issue where they get with Bank of Salone, now where they not license with Bank of Salone.
I not get issue with Central Bank. If they say their intention is for regularize them and say they within the framework of legality, then say they do them in the name of for protecting people them as well as we. My assurance to the people is that we communicated, you understand, with the parents body in South Africa and get a meeting. Then give it a word say month end and we'll pay people there.
The manager for the Rolling Points Network Limited, Mohamed Jane, assured them customer say by the end of April this year, then go make sure say then pay them over 500 people there we invest in them coming. For Radio Democracy, Mina Elizabeth Campbell the reports.
The program is still listening to on a Good Morning Salone. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. When they come over to the studio guest them back earlier before the report zone, I've been listening to the 2 female boxer them. We go for compete na the Independence Box Fest competition where the Boxing Association they organize tomorrow. Well, we they come over again to the organizer, the representative na the studio this morning. We na Alhaji Komba, Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Boxing Association. Tomorrow na the competition. Preparation terms, how una set?
And I think we are all set because it means a lot for like you able to them personality are together for can set a stage for let them demonstrate their talents to Sierra Leoneans. As I speak to you now, Liberia they're on the way and an hour or 2 from now would expect them for arrive in Freetown because then they can participate in this event. And because then they can compete, the officiating aspect where it can always be a concern. Then they can with referees and judges where they can blend with we own the for officiate the competition. And we get a very good partnership and support from Chamber of Commerce, knowing that we are struggling sporting discipline and we need support for at least augment with status now, Sierra Leone. And then decide for coming for partner with we so that we will get 1 ticket sales for the night for just 10,000 leones because we want for target the masses. Yeah, even though this sometimes people can say that this kind of elite sport, but this time we bring can down so that everybody go there for go support Didra, for go support Zainab, for go support with Sierra Leonean boxers against Liberia.
In terms of training, how well wanna do for ensure say with Sierra Leonean boxers, especially the women they go for participate, able for match or being that an international match and people they come out from Liberia for contest?
I think the training aspect where you mentioned, not the background and build up to this event. Yeah. And a couple of months ago we get contact to Sports Advocacy Network in Sierra Leone, and where we meet with one Sierra Leone American born William Bill Beckett, where we explain which challenges to them as an association, talking of the ring facilities, yeah, and also the technical aspect of it. Without promise, now just be a spring surprise. After a month of contact, it's all we say, we get things them now see where they come for we as an association. And after 38 years, back for the first time again, we don't get new boxing ring in the country. Then it also help for refurbish with gym, where we don't attract more boxers, where we don't relax, now don't come on board, and the training we don't intensify ahead of this competition. And more so, after football, we don't be the only sporting discipline where we don't hire foreign coaches on a 1-year contract, as we get 2 Cubans in Sierra Leone we don't come prepare. And for everything what you do, you want to evaluate yourself, for let you know how far you don't go and which success you don't make. Which is why the Cubans, then this will be the very first test, because then task now for can prepare the country athletes them for the All-African Games we set for August in Morocco and the Olympic Games next year. So that we don't prepare Zainab and the other male athlete them. Fortunately for we as an association, we have don't succeed for set the stage. For that we will go tap Didra with all the international exposure we get for can fight against Zainab Nasrallion. Interestingly for people who listen to this program, the winner between Zainab and Didra, they represent Salone in the female category in the All-African Games in Morocco. And before this time, as Zainab rightly say, challenges them be there because they're not be done to provide competitions for female boxers until we take office in 2017. We feel say gender consideration for be part of whatever venture or campaign we they take, which is why we set the stage. And for the male category, in 2011, we've been there in Liberia. We go first. Out of 8 fights, we win 7, as and Zainab just they tell you. So then always be done to anticipate for this moment where then we'll get this opportunity for return home. And even when we get overwhelming victory against them, they had this and support behind them because it was a national event. So now that same thing we want for let you replicate in Salone, for let we claim sense of ownership of all sporting disciplines.
So Alaji Komba, how the format of this competition go look like?
Well, the format not just like winner and amateur boxing nation. Another format we go by with 3 rounds of 3 minutes for each bout with 1 minute interval of 2. So they talk of 11 minutes engagement for each competition, but that not for each fight. But that don't mean say at all costs another 11 minutes because it's possible we get KN or knockout in any of the bouts. And the moment they knock out a fighter, then that ends that particular fight, and the person who do the knockout, of course, automatically becomes the winner. So we also get entertainment in between them fights them, because this now always the way we do them. Now, part of the independence celebration as we dedicate them, and we they be the first sporting discipline for start the independence celebration, because we are starting on the eve of independence, and because of the nature of the event, we they go into the independence after 12 midnight, even and meeting the fight between Didra and Zainab, which is why we want Sierra Leone then claim ownership of this event, for go to the Siaka Stevens Stadium for just 10,000 for the ring area and presidential. Of course, not by invitation.
Will they come to the prizes?
Okay.
The time from studio o'clock now, 15 after 8, and we'll go for this break. When we come back, we'll continue with the program Good Morning Salone.
Better don't come. Now Union Trust Bank again. Union Salone Banco. Union Trust Bank get plenty product and service there for you. You must get what you want to go better. Let me savings account, ide. Current account, ide. Fixed deposit account, ide. Credit facility, ide. All for you. Me and you. Union Trust Bank, na Salone for me and you. Kids future savings account, ide. School fee savings account, ide. Pay advance salary scheme day. We branch and they all love but not Salone. Boko no kenema, we day. Kabala mabogo kakambia, we day. Jala free town don't sa, we day. And my lengthy one.
Union Trust Bank, empowering Sierra Leonean businesses.
You an innovator, we want bring change. You get passion and zeal for do something. Anytime you there, we dey look for you because you time don't come.
Salone Cable Limited believe the strength where technology and innovation get for make business and economy grow and tin up stronger one for developments where go come with money. And Salcap the launch for the first time, then Tech Startup Challenge. For you who want be part of this program, now for send you business idea and tin them what you sabi make. For tap the problem them inside book learning, well body business, agriculture and energy. Send your application to startup@salcap.sl and member say April 30 now the deadline for all application. For no more, call 079 923 524. Salcap, connecting innovators to endless opportunities.
The program Good Morning Salone they continue with the come over back so we studio guest them, and from Komba we they come now to the one that we go for compete na the competition we go for be tomorrow win at the Independence Box Fest competition at the National Stadium. I come over to Didga Chestnut in a one pan the people we go for the part of this competition. Earlier you spoke about your experience, 11 years experience in boxing. Now it's clear that it's a friendly fight, but how optimistic are you to emerge as a champion at the end of the day?
You know, it's just another goal, another title that I want to conquer. So I'm very optimistic. I've had very good preparation, a few competitions before this one. So because I've stayed active, I'm 100% healthy, I'm very confident going into the fight.
You made mention of the competitions that you participated in Canada, America, Portugal, and other parts of the world. Is this your first competition in African continent?
It is. It's the first time I've touched down, and thanks to boxing, it'll be even better being here. Yeah.
Okay, 11 years experience in boxing, born in Canada. Is this your first time of coming to Australia?
It is, yeah. First time coming home.
So, what's the impression?
Oh, it's home. Like I said, I've traveled the world, but the minute I touched ground on soil, I felt home. I felt welcome. I've had no issues being here. Family, friends, everybody around. More home than anywhere else I've ever been. So I'm happy to be here, and I will extend my stay for as long as possible.
So how prepared are you for this competition?
Very prepared. 2-3 weeks ago I had a tournament, so I was able to get some ring rest off. Then prior to that I was in Mexico training there. So it's been a really big, good preparation, yeah.
You're exposed to facilities that might not be at the National Stadium the day for the fight.
Yeah.
Do you have any fear ahead of the day?
No.
In terms of facilities and you being comfortable at the stadium tomorrow?
You know what? When it comes to boxing, you can't make any excuses. So whatever the standard of the facility is, doesn't determine my performance. It's up to me to be able to adjust, and I've had no problem doing that anywhere else. So I don't see why this would be an issue.
Seeing Zainab this morning,
yeah.
Do you have any fear, scared that
No.
she might beat you up?
No, it's the friendly competition, you know. I'm glad to be doing this with Zainab. You know, it's a movement for female boxing, and at the end of the day, Zainab and I will be teammates. So even though we are competing in the ring, it's in the ring, and it's only a sport. What we're doing outside, beyond the ring, is bigger. Growing this sport for Sierra Leone, for women, encouraging women, making a difference, changing the perception of boxing, that it's not a male sport. It's a sport for all athletes, and gender should not determine who does what and how successful they are.
Okay, continue to be with us in the program.
Thank you.
Inimna Didra Chestnut, lightweight boxer, Australia and Canada, born we can compete na the Box Fest. We Salone Boxing Competition or Salone Boxing Association they organize. I come to you, Zainab Keita. How prepare you day for this competition?
Well, I prepare for this competition, but I've been relaxed for last 3 years, but I always they train on me, you know. But I'm glad it back waiting come back, go take me back, kick out me. Because fact, na me, I determine.
Where they see Dilgaya this morning, you get any scared?
No, I
like,
never
for
get
say
fear.
this something go beat me?
No, I don't ever get fear. Because boxing, they inside me heart. I never get fear about that.
How it sound like as female boxer? Because most times, for let you get that title as for say, you know, woman, you dey into boxing, you get problems with your relationship because you're a boxer, because some man can say, then they afraid woman, where they into that kind activity then they.
Well, yes, because we then can see them, they say we're strong. And they know they come for kind of Sunday, they talk, say, oh, this now, woman to woman, but they know they ask, who you be, or what you want to. Then just say, if you will compare woman, then back where would they meet up and they say, me strong, if you be a man.
So in terms of facilities then, earlier Didga don't tell we say he already get prepared for tomorrow. In terms of the thing that we use during tomorrow, you ready?
Yeah, ready. I'm ready for the fete.
So
and I prepare for her.
What in fans of Zainab Keita they expect from her?
They expect victory from me.
So what did they tell them now? As
I will tell all my company women that would be man them for can support me. And I will all me and Israel will fight for Salone.
So after this competition, what do you want for see like na the boxing competition or boxing at Salone in particular, especially when it comes on woman then inside?
Well, I try for tell the coach then the president for loud try for draw female and more. Or let them encourage for female. Like some of we will be done there, if we will not be get encouragement or will not be like the sport, we will not for deep at the sports right now. But we will like the sport, we still the patience and the sports. So for let them encourage female and more, let them begin training with we.
Okay, in name na Zainab Keita, Salone female boxer, we now one of the people them we they participate inside the Salone Boxing Association then Box Fest competition where they be tomorrow at the National Stadium. The program now Good Morning Salone and we dey continue.
We dey look at other issue now. Usai Magistrate Mageba na Pademba Road Court number 2 don send one Ibrahim Ansari on remand for the second time because police allege say inside August 2018 na pipeline of Wilkinson Road he been kill one Masa Kaikai and bury am na Saiwino to burying ground. We court reporter Usman Kamara gets more on this and gonna report.
Wednesday, April 24 this year, the accused person Ibrahim Ansari police allege say Wednesday the 1st to the 3rd August 2018 na number 44 pipeline of Wilkinson Road been kill one Masa Kaikai and bury na Saiwino to grave. Don't appear before Magistrate Mageba for the second term na the Pademba Road Court number 2 for answer to 3 counts charge them we get for do with murder, buried a human body in a place other than a cemetery, and lastly in a dwell house. With the third witness, Samuel Keruwin, a landlord for the late Masa Kaikai be the talk na court, he say he sabi the accused Ibrahim Ansari as the late Masa Kaikai in fiancé. And one day the accused me meet him and say he want for talk to him in wealth. And the accused me tell and say the late Masa Kaikai don't travel and he not get for come again. And after we they don't talk done, according to Samuel Keruwin, the witness, he said them in fixed dates and tell the accused say then they go inspect the house. And when they reach na the house, then find out say the window curtain, chair, and other property them not been there. And then me ask the accused waiting happen, and he may answer say, na the dog them don't pull the property them. But according to Samuel Keru, when the witness he say, inside March this year, police began at the compound and inspect. Outside them in dig one banana tick and meet motorman bone wrap inside window curtain. Where the number 4 witness, Fatmata Aliu Kamam in the talk na court, he say, he sabi the accused and a inside transport they meet up and they may exchange number and begin talk na phone. And later, he and the accused begin seeing a mad friend lane and number 44 pipeline. Also the accused been given rubber buckets, dustbin, and 250,000 leons and be sure in room outside the accused stop. And when them reach inside there, the accused me force him for do mommy and the business. But according to the witness, he say he no agree and he may run come on a door. During the time with this case, the carry on a court, the state prosecutor, lawyer Adrian Fisher, been show rubber buckets and dustbin to Fatmata Aliu Kamara and be asked him if na the property them where they accuse Ibrahim Mansare be giam, and him be answer say yes, na then this. But after all the explanation, the magistrate be asked the accused if he gets any question for Fatimata Aliyu Kamara, and he be answer say yes. And the first question will be asked Fatimata Aliyu Kamara na that, almost them pay you for make you can talk against me in a court. And Fatimata Aliyu Kamara be answer quick and say, no, they not pay me. Now waiting Asabi at the talk. Inside this case again, Bashiru Mahoy na the second accused and he be appear in a court for answer to one count charge we get for do with receiving stolen goods. Because police allege say August 1st to August 9, 2018, he be received 21 inches Sony Plasma TV, iPhone and other property them we cost over 12 million leons when at the late massacre in property them. But during the term, we all them witness here the talk na court. Then he said they not sabi the second accused Bashiru Mahoy. We make in lawyer Ibrahim Tommy be asked for bail. But before Magistrate Magegba, they respond to the application where Ibrahim Tommy make, plenty arguments been there between lawyer Adrian Fisher and lawyer Ibrahim Tommy. But later, Magistrate Magegba bigi 100 million leons bail to Bashiru Mahoy and one shorty, and the shorty forget property we value 300 million leons, and are the acting master and registrar for approved bail. And Sevdo adjourned this case to May 2nd this year. Same way na court, police be arrest Paramount Chief Jonathan Kabakabatoka of Bap Nongowa Chiefdom, Bont District. We make Amingona the CID and talk to Chief Superintendent of Police Gabriel Tommy, when at the head of Criminal Investigation Department na CID, usa he confirm say PC Jonathan Kabakabatoka been there at in custody, but don't left him after we don't make statement done.
We been getting, but we not getting now.
So in what basis on a left hand?
We don't take statement from her, so we don't left her out on bail.
So basically, we don't arrest her.
So we been get an issue when an allegation then where people they raise. Been go na people they also and people then been get blabber na in chiefdom then say go na then also broke then also then take them property, pull them property. You know, even though in a chief, but the law they protect everybody. So if the one day way they are vulnerable, they make allegations say this for chief, na so it don't do it. The law go summon them for make it can explain to them.
Any case policy can make against them, the alleged 17-year-old PQ allege say in tamper with them.
Well, as far as me know, the one way me know we made the deal with we are all for, not for woman business. All for allegation where they make say a poor people house, a enter there, a poor people property.
We see around the court area also the arrest them. When I get any warrant of arrest for them?
Yes, we don't extend invitation to run through in supervisory ministry than a local government. I write letters then, but it not show up. So we not get no option. We not go keep the other people that matter aside. If they fail for report, then people then go to calm, then the pressure we as if we not able to take action. So now that make we self we hear say they can a court. Now that make we self go arrest them for make it can explain to we.
Chief Superintendent of Police Gabriel Tommy, when at the head of Criminal Investigation Department na CID, they end up assure the public say, then go look inside this matter and give justice. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
This is Reggae Power.
And everybody needs some justice. And we got to have justice. Oh, every people need some justice. Lord, justice. Down in the ghetto we need justice. And we got to have justice. See all the people cry for justice. Yeah. Apartheid got to go. Got to give justice. justice.
GhanaSongs.org.
They causing confusion.
But this confuse me, boo. Look where Uncle Nat in Wall Solid. Look him block them with them beat for him, where they save solid, and at the same amount of cement and sand then they use for beat me on. But look what in the happen, me wall down for them, all the block they all don't scatter. It like say some kind magic they behind this. You want know the magic behind this? Now the superior quality, extra strong, extra life and extra yield cement where are the use, and that's not Dangote 3x Portland limestone cement. Dangote cement na the highest grade cement in the country. When a 42.5 R grade cement, when no one day come na this country, and a one of the highest grade pan cement where you go get na the wall. Where you want you concrete, wall and block solid, use Dangote 42.5 R cement, you no go regret them. You go get Dangote 42.5 R cement na online shop and building material store na the one whole country.
The program na Good Morning Salone, and we will bring this edition of the program Good Morning Salone come to you. My name is Musa S. Kamara.
And Mabel Kaba.
We still get Alaji Komba and the two female participants them inside the Salone Box Fist competition. I come to Alaji Komba as one of the organizers them for this competition. Will we look at the prize, ticket, and time for this program? But we'll look at the tickets first.
Yeah, as I say, we do them in partnership with Salone Chamber of Commerce, and we target the masses because we want for and get a connection between the athletes them and the people. Yeah. So we know we need to take a step at least for get them for come more. So put the price to as low as 10,000. And that 10,000 for that night, the eve of independence, now you use for watch the boxing. Then after that, you can get the fanfare around the stadium where the trade fair they go on through the Salone Chamber of Commerce. So it's all enjoyment all night because we want the support. And also that money where they come, now the gates, now we get for use at least for take care of the athletes them and the association because it's not so easy for us as an association. This now one of the sporting disciplines that we know they get incentive from international federation, and also we know they get direct financial support, so we account from government for now. The only thing government can help we facilitate with participation in international competitions. As always, it don't they happen. So the ticket they do as 10,000. By midday today, we go announce the ring area and the presidential prize. But we want for target the masses first. Right. Everybody get opportunity for go.
Continue for the within at the studio. Alaji Komba, we will come back to you. The program Good Morning Salone they continue. We tell na earlier say Justice Reginald Finn don't sentence the first time Deputy Minister of Works, Housing and Infrastructure Abdul Bari for go jail for 3 years or he paid 250 million euros fine because the court found and guilty say he been give contract to one company where in Westgate. Well, for know how the ACC take this case because now them been carry this matter also go na court and waiting the make up of the judgment towards the fight against corruption. On the line now we get Patrick Sandy, we are the Director of Public Education and Outreach, now the ACC. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning, my sister. Good morning to listeners of Radio Democracy.
As I tell listeners earlier, yesterday we get a judgment we come out from Justice Reginald Finn, but the sentence where he give the first time Deputy Minister of Works, Housing and Infrastructure, we in a 3-year jail or he paid 250 million euros fine. And the ACC na una been carry this case here so gonna court. What's una make up of this kind judgment?
Well, I want for let the public know say we are very pleased with this kind of judgment because it is unprecedented in the sense that on one count of offense we then find somebody guilty. The judge don't hand down a sentence of a fine of 250 million euros and even give a deadline for payment, which is within 30 days. Otherwise, it will serve the jail term of 3 years. So I go on for say that it's unprecedented, and so we are very pleased. But then I just make Fambo then understand that the Anti-Corruption Commission late December, now we been take this matter to court. And the fact that we don't get judgment on one of the counts at this stage, they also give the impression that there is now much more seriousness in the fight against corruption. So the other counts of offenses will continue with prosecution, and we hope that justice will be served at the end of the day.
You talk about other counts of offenses. Now, for this same individual in question.
Yes. Let I just remember Famod and say this individual, when the former Deputy Minister of Works, Abdul Bari, they stand trial on 7 counts of corruption offenses. So the 5th count, we therefore do with failure to disclose interest to a public body. Now, on in changing plea, say guilty, and now on that particular count, they don't give the sentence. So meaning 6 outstanding counts of offenses, and they still with the trial they go on with.
So what's this mean to the fight against corruption? Because so many times we'll be able to get word from the public say most times the ACC they run after small fish them and left the big fish them. What's this mean for the fight against corruption?
Well, now that's what they say. It means that the fight against corruption has been repositioned, and the fight against corruption is much more serious than ever before. Because when you look at the profile of this person, you know, go describe him as a small fish or a low-profile person. And if we look at even waiting now the issue for which we carry this person going to court, on the offense of failure to disclose interest to a public body, where we can easily also call conflict of interest. This man, whilst now deputy minister, and most of the time he acts as minister, been the award contracts to an enterprise we call Riba Enterprise, where now he and wife jointly own that enterprise. So as a matter of fact, if the award contracts to himself, we make government lose huge sums of money, because at the end of the day, this particular enterprise now be used for refurbished government properties. And of course, it's against the Anti-Corruption Act. And then again, other offenses we will charge them for, therefore do with abuse of office and also willfully misleading the commission. But then one day they go on now in the court as we talk.
This not just one count the court don't find I'm guilty for. The remaining 6 counts charge them. Now waiting the ACC they expect, taking into consideration the time.
No, well, basically when we go in a court, we expect say with the secure conviction. In terms of handing down the sentence, then they deal with the judge, though the act itself gets in your standard where it is set as to the judge will use on the basis for giving judgment. But now that make us say, when they convict you on an offense of corruption, a count offense of corruption, the act they say you pay a fine of not less than 30 million euros, or you go to jail for not less than 3 years. We don't see in the past, which when people then they convict them, then they ask them just for pay 30 million on one count. But in this case, the person don't plead guilty, he don't change in plea, say he guilty now, but then the judge sees a need for make a pay a fine of 250 million euros within 30 days. Now that make the emphasize from the initial point that this is unprecedented, and this is an indication that there is much more seriousness now to the fight against corruption than ever before.
So, Mr. Sandy, the remaining 6 count charge them, the ACC gets enough evidence and witness them. We're ready for go testify in a court against this individual?
Absolutely, yes. The point, in fact, is once we charge matter go to court, we don't get everything with by way of an evidence who feels it will reduce for level secure conviction. So we are cocksure.
So whose message this is sent to the public now as they continue the fight against corruption?
Well, the message is very clear that there is no hiding place for the corrupt, and that we don't see sufficient measures being taken by the judiciary, especially for the deter acts of corruption taking place in future. And we self make them clear in the press release that The one that way they handle public resources for make sure say they use them according to laid down procedures and regulations. Otherwise, if you not do that one day and you fall foul of the law, you will be dealt with accordingly.
Plenty thank you for that update today. Patrick Sandy, Director of Public Education and Outreach, now the Anti-Corruption Commission. The program Good Morning Salone, they continue.
The participants them inside the program we then get for take part in the box fest competition where they beat tomorrow at the National Stadium, and I come to you, Didra Chestnut. The winner of this competition is representing Sierra Leone in the All African Games in Morocco in August. If you happens to be the winner, how prepared are you to represent Sierra Leone?
I've already started preparing, so by the time it comes to competition, it'll be just second nature. So I'm very well prepared.
So coming to the face of boxing in Sierra Leone with your 11 years experience, what would fans of boxer expect from you?
Definitely excitement, entertainment. A lot of people say they like to watch me box because they can see my passion through my performance. When I'm in the ring, it's like dancing, you know. Everything is practice until the performance, and that's the same thing when you're in the ring. So they can expect a lot of excitement, and I hope everyone comes out and supports.
You've gotten that exposure in the boxing world. Do you have any plan of contributing to the boxing in Sierra Leone apart from you competing or representing Sierra Leone in boxing?
Well, of course, because then I wouldn't be taking part and I really wouldn't be helping the sport grow. So one step at a time. One is just coming out and performing, and the next, whatever opportunities arise, taking the opportunities and helping with exposure and bringing opportunities. So definitely, gradually, that's the plan, and that's how we grow the sport here.
You being a business management student and a boxer at the same time, how do you balance it too?
Oh, my days are crazy. Early mornings, late nights. So basically my schedule is I wake up, I go to the gym. From the gym, I go to school. From school, I go back to the gym. And then I'll have a break, whatever, to do my schoolwork, and I'll be back to the gym. So I'm usually training about 2 to 3 times a day, 5 days a week. I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing school and boxing. So it's although they are long days, it wouldn't be anything different. When I do have my days off, I have no idea what to do with my life. So
all right, continue to stay with us in the program.
We come to you, Zainab Keita. The winner for this competition, they represent Salone at the All African Games na Morocco in August. If you win this competition, how prepare you day for go represent Salone and come with glory?
Yeah, I prepare well for because I want to be number one. I want to fight for my country. I want to be number one champion at Salone. I want to fight for all the women there.
So. You talk about how prepare you day and self one be champion, but when you follow the Facebook discussion, people they concern about your confidence now. How confidence you day for take on Didra and win and self represent Salone at the All African Games?
I get confidence for it. So really part of my life.
Okay, what did they do now extra we not been they do for CC you reach that height where you plan for reaching a boxing world? What thing you did do now in terms of training and self development for reach that height where you plan for reach now the boxing world?
I dey train morning, I dey train in the evening. I dey train on the from 7 o'clock morning to 11 o'clock. So I off. I guess I also had to go do me small walk from 3 o'clock back. I can't train back in the gym for 4 o'clock. I'm off.
Okay, in him na Zainab Keita in one of the participants them for the box fist competition where Salone Boxing Association they organize where they beat Maran at the National Stadium. We go to the inbox and take some of the text message them we don't send inside the program.
This very first one we look at this morning, the person say excuse me, Didra and Zainab, what what is your best and worst moment in your boxing life? You come out from Kalimona Passival Street.
This one say, Doc, all what you are saying about malaria treatment, let it reflect to the poor people. This is from J. Samine.
Moses Salian on Facebook say, good luck to both of them, inspiration for others. Sports can be a good recreational activity for the youth in our society.
This one say, Mr. Komba, what are your plans to popularize boxing among female in secondary schools and also to the provinces? This one from Mark 10 and New Englandville.
This other message again, they come for Alaji. Say, Alaji Komba, what will be the star prize for the 2 female boxers from Kalimo again?
This one say, as we are observing the World Malaria Day, hope the health authority will look into concerns with difficulty in accessing malaria treatment and to minimize it. This from Mystic Nadwazak.
This other message they look at is a please let those supporting other sporting activities pay attention to female boxers. We need to develop them for international competitions like this.
This one say, I want to wish all the female boxers all the best in their fights tomorrow. This other one for story we been aired earlier. The person say, please Papa government help us retrieve our money back. We are ordinary citizens looking for means of improving our lives in our country. Instead of going to temple run or Arab maids, we voted for this government because we believe in change. This one said, there is no place like home. Welcome Didra Chestnuts. The last one for me for today say, I throw my support for Zainab despite the looks of our opponent. God will help her. God, all things are possible. That's my last text message for today.
Alright, well, from the message and they come over to the studio, get them for respond. We go start sweet. We go start sweet. Didra, what do you think about the messages so far?
I feel a lot of love and support, so thank you to everybody. Like I said, this is a great moment for me in Zainab, so I'm very excited. I do hope everybody comes out, and the love is mutual in return. So all the love I receive, I give back to you guys, so thank you.
Komba?
Yeah, and 2 questions. The other one say, what's my plan for female boxing, especially to the schools? The 2 female boxers, of course, now we ambassadors, then get a lot of responsibilities for do. And after this competition, of course, preparing for the All African Games, we get for design a program where we target the schools where then safe. We go talk to them, compete women them, for tell them waiting in mean for you be a female boxer. And somebody also asked, waiting at the prize. Of course, this is an amateur boxing, not so that professional level than Gud Mornin. But the best prize for the all 2. I follow you win and represent Salone. And I feel say any prize the way bigger than that.
Alright, Zainab, somebody be asked, what's are the best and worst moments in boxing so far?
Your best
the time we don't enjoy for being a boxer,
yes,
or the time we don't get plenty challenge where you regret for being a boxer. Somebody be asked that. We'll go for Kaxina.
What's my best for?
From where the box.
For where the
best moments, yes.
Yes, this time I'm my best right now.
Okay. Why you think say this time now your best?
Yeah, because at this time they saw us the woman then for say woman they fell trade them the idol. So
Alright, Zainab. Lydia will can tell me your best and worst moments after. We'll soon come over to you. Let me just quickly listen to Walkabout.
This Ministry of Exhibition, that ministry, and I know the big one, at the extent of one at them better. At the kind of bottle out in the block street, at the people know I know who pass again. Not the bow, after that sense, I didn't have the emergency, no, things them yapping. 9% gay, walk about, I don't know the panto, not the go call attention, man. At a movie and na potin do me attend to waka but they no believe. He said that you calling them na the police force. He said they don't begin back on that like waiting for the beast traffic. He said no say to my way call pan them na that the future don't forget na na power non cool for me non cool back stop what the top on cool what the list of candidates to come up for be president not like I say me na John Akabot.
Alright, from Akabot to they continue the program, and somebody been send message earlier. They ask, waiting at the best and worst moments for the boxers. Them Zainab, don't tell we, and over to you now, Didra. What's your best and worst moments so far?
Worst moments would be any kind of injuries. A few years ago, I was forced to stop competing for about a year and a half due to injury. So that was the worst moment because I wasn't able to do what I love. Best moment is being here right now, doing what I love, around the people that I love, and back to the motherland. So this entire experience has been the highlight of my career right now.
Zainab made mention of her experience that men are afraid of coming around her because of her stature. Do you have the same experience?
Yeah, I get it a lot. Both yes and no. I get either you don't look like a boxer, I wouldn't believe that you box, or I get, you carry yourself like a man, you're super strong. Either of them are very empowering. It really determines how you perceive something. Both of them are telling me that they see strength in me, so I can appreciate either one, but I don't think boxers have a certain look, so...
Alright, continue to say what's us in the program. Like, come over to Alaji Komba. Somebody they asked on Facebook, Hassan Mansukabo say, can I ask Alaji if these two fighters are of the same weight? Very important. Then also they ask, say, if they go forget head protection, being that amateurs.
Yes, and of course Didier the 60 and Zainab the 64 kg with the fight. And the determination we Didier get, because the main start for converse, apart from the family decision for come home. Now that in challenge before throw to the best female fighter, Salone. If we want for come home, but it's not just one with that oral testimony like in other sporting discipline. Somebody go just the overseas, say, hey, they do this, then he can for represent Salone. They say one for can demonstrate before Sierra Leoneans, then let them know who that it be, so that then will get confidence and trust in them if he for represent the country. So now that make they decide for come home. And the aspect of medically, yes. And we source of manpower, not from the forces. So we always work with the military as we speak. And the military always they provide medical support when it comes to competition. They don't receive a letter for them to get a medical. Of course, we do weighing a day for the competition, and that way they do it a medical checkup, and you wait for get your final weight category before going to the bout. So that first now the medical start, and then that way the doctor can even tell you say you're not fit for box, the box. So then at the first medical landing. Then 2 we get for get ambulance at the place there, and medication get for there around always.
So in total now almost different bouts for the.
In total we get 8 fights we get for take place. Right. 7 at the male category between Salone and Liberia, then Didier and Zainab. They get the prime fight.
What about the officiating?
Yes, the officiating, as I tell you, part of the Liberian delegation where they come and get referees and judges among which we own, then how they can blend them for let them do the officiating.
All right, Komba, I'll come over to Zainab. From the discussion where they go on our Facebook page, you get a lot of people where they admire you. And I guess speaking in this now where they listen, where something a part of your community, they don't see Zainab. They want for be like Zainab. Waiting then kind picking a go to wait you to advise them for do if they want be a boxer, female boxer like you.
I try for encourage them if they want come, and then come meet you and begin to know to be. So I need female for let them can join me. I need female.
So like we mentioned, this message we say Zainab don't panic already, but we now go with ambulance for Zainab.
Zainab should I tell no say ready.
Demonstrate for the Zainab.
So I tell you say this person will send this message like come to man like can watch me. Is Zainab will perform.
What think fans of Zainab they expect from me after the fight?
The fans let them can see the way Zainab there. Like Zainab so himself in the ring.
Okay. Dridra Chestnut. We are talking about development of female boxers from secondary school level with exposure. Do you have any plan of aiding in that approach?
Eventually, absolutely. I would like to familiarize myself more here, and that would be something that would be great because that's the best time to start development. I was fortunate enough to start young, and I've always worked. I am a level 2 certified boxing coach, so I have always worked with children, introduction to the sport. So primary and moving upwards is the best time to introduce them to the sport and start development to produce better, stronger athletes at this level.
So do you have any plans to be a mentor to them in different communities perhaps?
I try to be a mentor anywhere I go, any path I walk, anybody I cross paths with. People will tell you they call me the lioness because they say I'm very nurturing. I'm either somebody's mother, somebody's big sister. So definitely mentoring is very important to me, and no matter what the community, all communities, and I would definitely like to do that and be a part of that.
So what message will you give out to the pubs of support tomorrow?
In terms of support tomorrow, the best support is just having your presence and cheering loud, not just for me, not just for Zainab, but for Sierra Leone and female Sierra Leone. So I urge everybody to come out. I promise there'll be a great performance. You will enjoy it, and no matter what the outcome is, both of us will be happy, and both arms will be raised at the end of the fight.
All right, Didga. Many thanks for joining us in the program this morning.
Thank you.
Over to you, Komba. We come wrap up the program. Whose message you get for the sports loving fans them, or some people where don't they get interest by other sporting activities but in not boxing? Tomorrow na the day.
Yeah, and as an association, we don't do our best for go tap Didga. We still not get any support aid from outside for this event. We don't do run the entire arrangement solely as an association, but with the hope say tomorrow for let we get people in for country we aid so that people who don't choose boxing as their career as athletes not go regret why they come into boxing.
All right, so over to you, Zainab. Whose message you have get for listeners then for us tomorrow?
I tell all me Sierra Leone sisters then and my brother them for can support we. They can support the country, not for me, not for Ira. So let them can support we. Tomorrow let them can see how what thing woman they do, what man they do, woman they do.
All right, plenty thank you for joining us the studio this morning. That voice then have been Zainab Kita, and I want the female boxer them. We go for compete tomorrow na the National Stadium, and also we begin at the studio with Didga Chestnut. We insert na a female boxer, Sierra Leonean Canadian born, and also we begin get Alhaji Komba, we are the Secretary General for the Salon Boxing Association. And I thank you for joining the program this morning. The ladies them they wish now all the best. We go there tomorrow for support now.
Maybe I'll do say one spar with you.
I go try them. All right, now this edition of the program Good Morning Salone go left for now. Plenty thank you to producer them, Alex Lawrence Groma and Michael Sambola and the rest of the team. DJ Lava will give you technical support, Moses Cavara and team make on us be live na Facebook. So till we meet again, Mabel Kabadesi, get yourself a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Me Namusa S Kamadesi. Bye bye.